I'm Scott L. Miller. It is the 17th, I think, of September 2022. It is Saturday morning. It is bright. It is warm. And this is my vlog of daily life in Leon, Nicaragua. This morning, got up, did coffee, did some laundry, got things moving. Kind of a busy day. I'm really far behind on videos, so I'm doing everything I can to get caught up, but we have some errands to run. So Marcella and I are out running around. Hola! Are out running around the city trying to find ATMs and places where we can do banking, because we got to pay some bills for the hotel. So we're trying to figure that out, which is cool. And I actually did the filming of a bit of the 13th today, I think that's right, where we talked about doing bill pays, because it was perfect because I did bill paying myself on the 13th, and we're doing it again now on the 17th. So I'm doing the same path but in reverse, running around getting all of this kind of stuff done. So that is our mission today. We are on our way to La Colonia to hit the ATMs, and then we are going to head over to the Super Express and pay some bills. We had a really cool afternoon. We went to Casa del Cafe. That is probably the most important or most prominent cafe chain within Nicaragua. They're in all the major cities. We have multiple of them here in Leon. We have many in Managua, of course, but all the big cities have at least one, and they have excellent coffee, really good food, good service. They're very expensive for Nicaragua, but it's a great place, and everything's made locally. So that was really nice. The girls have been wanting to go. We first went when we landed in May of 2021. That's where we went right out of the airport when we were heading over to Hola, buenas tardes. And we needed to stop and get something after our flight and our long delay at the airport. This is long ago when we got stuck with all the customs things. We had the kids and we had the van waiting and Melvin waiting for us, and we had not been out to Las Piñitas yet, and we hadn't seen the hotel or anything yet. Like, it was really a big moment. And when we landed, we were like thirsty and hungry, and we're like, where can we go that will definitely have things for the kids, and we all need a coffee because we got a long night ahead of us. And so Casa del Cafe in Managua is where we stopped, and Luciana has been wanting to go back because she misses the food for a year and a half. And so today we've been talking about it for a couple months, like, oh, one of these days we got to just walk down there. And the girls are like, that sounds like fun, but they never want to do it, or just it never ends up at the right time. So today was just a beautiful day, and I said, hey, let's make a trip down to Casa del Cafe. And they're like, yes, let's do it. So we did that right as they woke up a little bit before noon and headed down there. And it was really cool. We had a really nice time. We got torta de opera, which is opera tort in English, which is like the chocolate ganache with the vanilla cream and a little bit of cherry. It's the very fancy tort that isn't a Vienna tort or a Mozart tort. That was good. Lisa liked it, but only ate a little bit. Hola. And that was weird. And Luciana wanted to try some things. I wanted to get a tort, but they didn't have enough, so I just got them for the girls. We got the cheese sticks, which are like the Venezuelan style cheese sticks. We got some of those. Chana really liked that, and she got a croissant with cheese to try that out. And we all got drinks. I got a guanabana, which is like my new favorite fruit. If you have not had guanabana, or in English it's soursop, my gosh, it's one of those fruits that like nobody knows, but it is so delicious. I can't believe how good it is. It's like the best thing ever in a smoothie. And I'm completely addicted to it now. I'm getting it anytime I can find it, which is not even here, not that often. And it's not the most attractive looking fruit. And I have no idea how you eat it as a fruit because I've never actually been served it. I only get it in smoothies, but it's amazing. It has it's really sweet, but it also has a tartness to it. Like, it's just this perfect blend of fruit flavors in a single fruit. So I got one of those for a smoothie and it was fantastic. Luciana got a banana strawberry smoothie, thinking it was the one that she had years ago, but it wasn't. We're pretty sure she had a banana runner, and so we need to go back and get that for her because it was not what she was expecting or hoping for. But can't always be a winner. Trying to figure out where I'm popping out farther north than I realized I was. Interesting. And my corner I should be looking at it. I'm much closer to home than I thought, but not where I thought I was. Weird. How did I get so far north? I wandered all over. Anyway, and then Liesl got a Frappuccino or a Frappino or something like that, because Frappuccino is not a real thing. Ooh, there's a lot of traffic. I'm gonna spin you around so you can look at what I'm looking at, and then I will follow. I didn't even realize that was the police. They are now famous police. The government does follow my channel, so they probably know they're on. Oh, come on, doggy, get across the street. Oh my gosh, stressing me out. Every dog stressing me out. You are a big fluffy dog, hi. And so we got those. Liesl got this caramel Frappuccino thing, had so much whipped cream on it, like thick whipped cream, like almost 2 inches of it, with tons of caramel on top of a sugary coffee drink. It was way too much. She had like a sip and was like, I can't do this. So Luciana tried it and she's like, oh, it's kind of good. And then she's like, do you want it? I'm like, okay. I started drinking it. It instantly gave me a stomach ache. That's how sweet it was. And I can eat some pretty sweet stuff, but that was more than I could possibly take. I had a little bit of it and I was like, oh. So, but the rest of the food, excellent. The girls really liked going to Casa del Cafe. It's a fun experience. There's not that many places that you can go to. There's certainly several, but there's only so many places you can go to that are really high-end, fancy cafe places in Nicaragua. It's not a huge part of the culture. So we have Casa del Cafe. We have one here in La Barrio. There is Pani Paz in El Centro. But that's more or less it. There's only a couple of those have 2 locations, so that's maybe 5 cafes that we know of in the city. There's probably 1 or 2 that we don't know about. I know that was a surprising dog. I do know that some friends posted about one that they found just the other day, and I had walked past it the same day, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. There could be another cafe. But what's that? Six cafes in a major city? That's really not very many, and they tend to be grouped pretty close to each other. Casa del Cafe and Pani Paz have 3 locations, all cheek by jowl. So once you're out from the city center, you're going to be lucky if you find 1 or 2 anywhere in the city. So it's a fun experience to be able to go and have the, even just that it's all air conditioned and very cold, and there's really good service and just all kinds of things. It's a nice change of pace. So they had a really good time with that, but they didn't get a lot of food. It was really just a chance to get like drinks and some desserts. So, oh, we got to take a break. I'm pretty sure this is a funeral car coming and they're going to be really loud. So we're going to take a quick break there and I will be back. Okay, so we left Casa del Cafe and just went 1 block away, right up the street to El Sesteo, which I've been wanting to go to with the girls for several weeks. So that worked out really perfectly. They were like, yeah, we want to go there. That sounds good. So we went to El Sesteo and sat on the plaza, and we all got food there. Luciana got a garlic pasta that she really liked. Liesl got shrimp tacos. I got fish tacos, and it was really nice. We really enjoyed our dinner. Service is really good there. Prices are really not that bad, a little bit high because you sit on the main plaza, so on the Central Park. Now, while we were there though, Central Park had an arm wrestling competition today. That sounds ridiculous, but there's actually an arm wrestling competition in the Central Park with international competitors in from at least Cuba, if nowhere else, and they were playing music so painfully loud that you could barely stand it. Like, it was actually making me nauseous from how loud the music was. That was really tough. And I'm gonna see, can you see how dark the sky is behind me? Like, it's a little bit lighter over there, so I'm getting a little bit light on my face, so that's a dark sky. And so we really enjoyed our dinner. El Sesteo was great, but my gosh, there's no reason for Central Park to be that loud. No one in Central Park could have been enjoying that. No one in the park could talk to each other. They do some cool stuff in the park, but sometimes they push it too far, and that was way over the top. I'm in the middle of all the bicycles going by. And but we had a nice time, so that was cool. And then when we were done, we started walking back, got a taxi immediately. We just walked through Central Park and did a quick little walk so you guys can see it. And then we were into a taxi on our way home, and it was late. I did nothing but video work for the next few hours, and I'm culminating with what I'm doing right now. I'm about to shut this off. It is Saturday at coming up on 6 o'clock, and about quarter till. I'm going to upload the last of the videos. Everything else is uploaded, only this last walk, and that was lightning. Gonna get that done. And then this evening, I think it's gonna be a quiet evening in the house. Might go out for some beers. I'm gonna spin this around because that's Paul walking across the street. He just went to the Fritanga to get a bite to eat or a drink. Heading into place. And I think it's just gonna be a chill evening at home. Probably some video games with the kids. Not much going on. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. If you would like to support the channel, look below. There is a link to buy me a coffee. It literally sends the money directly to me in roughly coffee level amounts. Fancy coffee like Casa del Cafe coffee and not street coffee. And it would be much appreciated. But I love having all of you here. The show has become so meaningful to me. And I'm really excited about the new announcements that April and I are making. Probably on tomorrow's show, I'll provide some color into what exactly we're doing. I know I talked about it in yesterday's show. I'll try to provide a bit more color tomorrow because I'm pretty excited, and we're gonna start getting stuff out about that pretty quickly. Thanks for joining me. I will see all of you tomorrow.